All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap. Today was Sunday, the 17th of July, 2022. I'm Darkside Phil, and we had a great day today, stream-wise, I would say. Let's talk about what went down. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast this morning, we talked once again a little bit about what's coming up this week, including some more information on Stray. That makes it seem like a pretty unique game. I hope it's a good one. It's hard to tell from these early previews. Apparently the reviews are actually hitting tomorrow, so we'll have a better idea once those reviews start dropping in the morning. Okay? So, once again, a major chunk of the Level 1 podcast was discussing PC hardware, while yesterday we talked about CPUs. Today we talked about GPUs, which is the graphic processing units or graphics cards, as well as RAM. What's funny is, we pretty much had a consensus, when it came to the GPU that I likely should get. There was no agreement when it came to RAM. Everyone was of a disagreement. Some people said, you need 16 gigabytes, that's fine. Others were like, no, future-proof, go 32. Others were like, no, if you want a future-proof, you should be going with DDR5. Others were like, all computers now use DDR4. If you go to DDR5, you're going to limit yourself to a motherboard that might not be as good. There was all these discussions. We really didn't come to a consensus, being honest, by the end of the show. So, if anything, right now, one of the things that's up in the air would be RAM. Now, of course, we'll have more discussions over the course of the remaining 3 streaming days this week. We'll be talking about all the other components, including capture device, camera, lighting, green screen, hard drives, power supply, etc. Okay? By the way, in the meantime, even more people sent me recommendations for hardware. It's like I have like another 3 or more emails to go through. Okay. So thanks. It was a good podcast. And then the second half of the podcast was Q&A with you guys. So then we played Final Fantasy VII, and it was really cool. We finished up the Cosmo Canyon plotline and continued on. Did a few different things. Okay, basically, by the end of today's stream, we had recruited not 1, not 2, but 3 new characters to our party, which is really neat. And I believe I'm really at the tail end of Disc 1 of the game at this point. Okay? Good stuff all around. Great abilities, earned. We actually got the ability to now sail around the map in a boat, per se. I won't spoil. But we basically ended with the quest that's going to be going to the place called Wutai. So that should be fun when we play it again. Support was great. Again, I mean, all these streams that I've been playing, the RPGs during the daytime, have been doing quite good. Support-wise, engagement-wise, everything. So thank you all for that. I'm very happy. I love this playthrough. I'm really, really enjoying it, and I can't wait to continue it more. Tonight on the late stream, we did something different. We started up a new playthrough. It was Super Mario Bros. 2, not the Japanese version, which is known as the Lost Levels in a lot of parts of the world, but the actual USA version of Super Mario Bros. 2, which is a reskinned version of a game called Doki Doki Panic with a few gameplay tweaks and new music and the like. It starts off incredibly easy. Once you get to World 4, it gets really hard, especially if you're not looking for the warp zones to skip stuff, but instead you're dedicating yourself to beat every stage. It actually gets pretty significantly difficult. And by the end of the night, I was screaming. I was, raging. I was in despair. Deaths. The good news is we did get to the end of World 5. The game has 7 worlds, but apparently World 6 to 7 are very difficult. But I'll be honest, support was not that great. It was actually quite not necessarily a bad night. Let's put it that way. It wasn't like, $5 and no super chats. But it was still, on the slower side for the stuff that I've been doing recently for night streams. It was on the slower side. Okay, just being honest. Now, I had a good day, so it didn't really matter. The Final Fantasy stream did so well, it kind of evened out. It wasn't a big deal. Okay? I had fun. I had tons of fun on both streams today. Now, tomorrow, here's the deal. Originally, I was going to put up a poll to determine both games for tomorrow. The first stream was going to be between Final Fantasy VII and Fable Anniversary. The late stream was going to be between Capcom Fighting Collection and Super Mario 2. However, being that I know I'm sitting down to focus on the new releases for several days into next weekend, I wanted to do another session of Final Fantasy VII. I'm loving the game so much. We're now in a really interesting part. I want to play more of this game before it has to kind of go on a mini hiatus. So, tomorrow, Monday, the main gameplay stream will be Final Fantasy VII. However, I did post up a poll right here on the main channel page of DSPGaming. That poll is on the community tab, and it's to determine what we will play as the late night stream. Would you like to see more old school fighting game fun? Games like Vampire Savior, Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, and Gem Fighter with the Capcom Fighting Collection multiplayer night? Or would you like me to do more Super Mario Brothers 2? There's high potential that I might beat the game, and if I do, I guess what we would do after is just do some Q&A or whatever, okay? Please vote. Your votes will determine my late stream on Monday night. Now, remember that Tuesday, all new releases. Stray on the first stream, As Dusk Falls on the late stream. I'm very excited to finally be bringing you guys new release games. I know people have been waiting for a while. There has not been anything of real significance to me to play as a new release recently. Finally, we're going to have a couple of them this week, and I'm excited for that. And a reminder, I am here for 3 more days. Monday, Tuesday, and yes, even Wednesday, I'm streaming. So 2 straight days of new releases, Tuesday and Wednesday, all right? Guys, thank you so much. Please have a good night. I had a great day with all of you today, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow for Final Fantasy VII and whatever you vote for the late stream. Peace out, and I'll see you then. Later.